Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Tom Gummy, and today we are back once again for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Once again, keeping with the theme of Five Nights at Freddy's, today we are doing the Phantom Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So of course, if you haven't already, last week I did a broken mangle statue. It was about 2 years overdue, but again, I got it out there. So if you haven't already checked that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Feel free to go and check it out after this one. Again, very similar designs, but they're based generally on the same kind of character model. So again, I want to give a huge credit where credit is due to RedXPhones and Deadpool, who worked super hard on these designs. Again, all their information will be down in the description, as well as information about the Minecraft server I run, which is TantoNetwork.com. Again, we have the Minecraft server, which is Townie, Creative, and Skyblock, and also with the Discord associated. So if you want to come join us on all those servers, again, information down in the description below. Apart from that, once again, this is a pretty simple tutorial. The blocks you'll need are as following. You'll need stone, satin terracotta, lime terracotta, green terracotta, grey concrete, black concrete, green concrete, quartz stairs, black carpet, and also skeleton skulls. If you are on PC or you have mods, feel free to spawn in white skulls, so just plain white skulls rather than hand skeleton texture. It looks a lot better, but of course if you're on console and you can't do that, then skeleton skulls work just fine. In terms of the way we're going to do this, we're going to do the endoskeleton first, so the only blocks you're going to need in your inventory for now is stone and cyan terracotta, so grab them, and with that said, we are now ready to begin building. Okay, so starting off with the actual body, the endoskeleton structure, I guess you could call it, the materials we're going to need is cyan terracotta and stone, so it's very simple. However, the actual design of it, not so much. So in this case, just like I normally say, this is going to be quite reliant on you pausing the video when you feel you need to, and again, just looking at what you see on screen rather than necessarily focusing on what I'm saying. I'm not saying mute me, but I'm also saying focus more on the visuals. So anyways, let's start off. We're going to find a nice empty space, and this first part we're building is going to be the left foot / left leg. Of course, there's going to be 3 legs in total. We're going to build left, then right, and then rear. So starting off, what we're going to do is we're going to build up 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. This is where the actual foot is going to be. On top of this, we're going to place a 2x2 of cyan terracotta. Punch out the stone. So again, there should be a 3 block gap between the floor and this cyan terracotta. And this is going to be the first step. Of course, we're going to add the feet and the details afterwards. For now, we're just building the actual endoskeleton. The next step, on top of this 2x2 of cyan terracotta, is to place a 2x2 of stone. On the left side, we're going to build up 1 using stone. On the right side, we're going to build 2 cyan terracotta. From this cyan terracotta, we're going to build up to the right and down to make a 2x2x2 cube. As you can see, it's starting to curve over to the right side, and that will link up to the middle and then ultimately the right leg. From this top right corner of the cyan terracotta, we are going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right using stone. And above it, we're going to place 4 rows of stone. So above the first, second, third, and fourth. And again, continues with this curved shape that looks like this. The final step for the left leg, we're going to place a 2x2 of cyan terracotta on the side of the stone. And it's as simple as that. So again, we'll add the foot later on. For now, this is the left leg. And this brings us into the next section, which is going to be the middle kind of core section. So for the middle section, what we're going to start off by doing is placing a row of 4 stone. So we're going to start off by placing 2 and then bring it 1 forwards and 1 block backwards. We're going to double it up, so the block below we're also going to do the exact same. So it links up to the exact same height as this leg here. So 2 blocks tall and again 4 blocks wide. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a 4x4 square. So we're going to expand 3 blocks to the right, 3 blocks forwards, 2 blocks to the left, and this gives us our 4x4 square with this 2x2 gap in the middle. In the 2x2 gap, start off by filling it in with stone. We will be building on top of this, so leave it for now. But what we're going to do is start building towards the right side. So again, this is kind of the center core that joins all 3 legs together. The body is going to come out this part here. It's going to be a 2x2 of cyan terracotta in the middle, but again, we'll work on that in a second. For now, that is the middle section complete, and we're now going to head over to the right side and start working on the right leg. So for the right leg, we come around to the right side. Again, in the middle, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, place a 2x2 of cyan terracotta, and this is the first part. From here, we're also going to go 1 to right using stone, and then on the lower half, we're going to place 2 cyan, upper half 2 stone. So right now, it's a 3 by 2 by 2 shape like this. The next step from this cyan terracotta here is to go to the right, down, and to the left. We're then going to cap it around with stone. So what I mean by this is from the bottom left or bottom right corner of this cyan terracotta, we're going to go 1 to the right using stone, down 1, and to the left 1, and then underneath that a 2 by 2 of cyan terracotta. If you done it correctly, there should be a 1, 2, 3 block gap, as you can see, and if I back up, that is the shape of the right leg. So of course it is slightly shorter in terms of the gap between this one and this one. It's more, there's a less gap between the leg and the actual center part. That is intentional, again, because Mangle was kind of off-centered all over the place, kind of crazy. So again, that is the left leg and the right leg complete. So right now, from above, should look something like this. So the next step is to build the third and final leg. For this, we're going to come around to the rear side. Again, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, and in the middle, we're going to place a 2 by 2 of cyan terracotta. Behind this, we're going to place a 2 by 2 of stone for 2 layers. So again, that's 2 block extension of stone. And on the upper half, we're going to extend it 1 block further, again, using stone. So on the upper half, it goes 1 cyan terracotta, 3 stone, lower half 1 cyan, 2 stone. On the lower half, we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta. We're then going to expand 1 to the left, down, and to the right. And again, when I say 1, of course I do mean double up because it is 2 blocks thick. From here, what we're going to do is on the bottom left corner, we're going to go down, left, and up using stone. And underneath said stone, we're going to place a 2 by 2 of cyan terracotta. And once again, it's going to give you a shape that looks like this. Of course, just like before, there should be a 1, 2, 3 block gap between here and the floor. That's where the third foot is going to go. And right now, you should have something which looks like this. So again, that's the 3 legs. We've got the left leg, right leg, and rear leg. And again, if you need to pause at any point, please feel free to do so. So, making really good progress. In terms of the next step is going to consist of working on the actual upper body. So come around to the front side, aka the side that doesn't have a middle leg, and we're going to come to this area here, the kind of central core area, which is the 4x4 square of stone. As you can see, I've already placed it, but right in the middle, in the 2x2, we're going to place a 2x2 of cyan terracotta, so there should be a 1 block gap all the way around. On top of this, we're going to build up 3 more layers of the exact same, so you'll now have a 4x2x2. From here, what we're going to do is on the second layer, we're going to build 2 blocks to the left, and also 2 blocks to the right using stone. So we have a 2x2 of stone on either the left and right side. We're going to do the exact same on the fourth layer, so 2x2 on the left, 2x2 on the right, once again using stone. For the next section, we're going to start curving up towards the left. So on the left side of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place 2 cyan, but we're also going to build 1 block to the left. So it's exact same in terms of it being a 2x2 square of cyan, apart from it's now set 1 block towards the left. And just like we did before, we're going to build this up 3 layers, so 1, 2, and 3, and that's again a 4x2x2. Just like we did on the previous area, on the second and fourth layer, on the left and the right side, we're going to build a 2x2 of stone, and once I've done that, I'll back up again and give you guys an opportunity to pause and catch up if necessary. So right now, should look something like this. So, in terms of the next step, this is kind of where it branches off into the various different areas. Of course, we're going to have arms, legs coming all off the sides, but we'll worry about that later on. For now, we're going to worry about the main neck, and also the side extension to the second head on the body model, should I say. Character model. There we go. That's the phrase I was looking for. So, in terms of the right side, again, we're going to worry about it later on, but what we'll start off by doing is placing a 2x2 cube of cyan terracotta. So we come to cyan terracotta here on the right side, place a 2x2, so 1 block extends over to right above the stone. Again, it's a 2x2 square, or cube should I say, so we add a second layer. And on the lower half, we're also going to extend 1 block to right, as you can see there, and that is all we're going to do for now. As I said, that will branch off later on, but we'll work about that then. In terms of the left side, we're going to come over to the stone here, and we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta and extend 1 block to the left, so we now have a 2x2 square, again 1 block overhanging the edge. We're from here going to build up, so it's now a 2x2x2 cube, and we're going to build kind of merging cubes into it. So what I mean by this is on the top left corner, we go to left, up, and to right, and as you can see, it's now 2 cubes merged together. For the next one, we're not actually going to merge it, we're just going to straight up build it on top of. So we go up, to the left, up, and to the right. And as you can see, it gives you a shape that looks like this. And for the next step, we're going to merge it. So top left corner, left, up, right. And again, so you can see 2 merged cubes, and then 2 merged cubes which are connected in the top and bottom corner. For the next stage, on top of this, we're going to place a 2x2 of stone. We're then going to place a cube of cyan, so 2 layers of cyan terracotta, and again that is a 2x2x2 cube. So, again, backing up so you can see what it looks like so far. Again, we're making really nice progress. This is the final step for the neck, so the final stage, this is what actually connects to the head itself. So make sure you're at the front side of the statue. What we're going to do is in front of this cyan terracotta here, we're going to bring it forwards a block, again 2 blocks in total, but forwards 1. What we're then going to do is we're going to place a 3x2 rectangle, so we leave 1 block at the back, we're going to place a 2x2 and then extend it 1 block forwards, and again from a side angle looks like this. We're going to repeat this once more, so leave a 1 block gap, place a 3x2, again it overextends the front side by 1 block, and this will then connect to the top of, or should I say the head, the bottom of the head, but for now that is that complete, and again I'll just do a little spin around just so you can pause if necessary. So yeah, as I said, that's the neck segment complete. The next thing we're going to work on is actually one of the lower arms. This is slightly more complicated, so might need to go a bit slower for it. But again, it's just essentially an arm. So we're going to come to the core section, this part at the very bottom, the 4x4 area of stone. We're going to come up to the next section, which is this 4x2x2 of cyan with the stone either side. And we're going to come to the upper stone on the right side. From this back right corner, we're going to go 1 to right, up 1, and to the left 1 using cyan. Head round to the rear side, and we're going to place a 2x2 of cyan behind it. So you essentially have a 2x2x2 cube of cyan minus the 1 block, which is of course replaced with stone. So that's going to be our first block. Again, I'll back up just so you can see where it's going to be. From here, what we're going to do is extend out towards the right and then forwards diagonally. So starting off, we're going to go around to the rear side. Behind this cyan terracotta here, we're going to place 2 cyan. We're then going to go to the left and forwards, so towards the front side, and again it gives you this kind of merging cube shape. This is where it kind of curves inwards to form back towards the front. So in the back right corner, we're going to go up 1, to the right, and down, and then behind it we extend it backwards 1 layer. So again, another cube coming off of a cube. As I said, this is where it links back forwards. So what we're going to start doing now is with our stone. In front of this cyan terracotta here, we're going to place 2 stone. We're then going to build to the right and forwards. As you can see, curves around the corner of the cyan. For the next step, we once again come to the front corner, forwards, to right, and to side. And for the final one, we are in front of this stone. We're going to place 2 cyan, we're going to go to the right, forwards, and to the left. And that is this little arm complete. Again, it's a bit crazy, but that kind of fits in with the theme of Mangle. So again, just a quick little spin around to make sure that it's really easy to see. I appreciate, again, the whole diagonal forward, side may be a bit confusing, so hopefully the visuals explain it well enough on its own, and you don't even need to listen to me. So, in terms of the next arm, that's one of the arms. The next arm is going to be on the left side. What we're going to do is we're going to come to this left leg right here. From this point, we're going to go around to the rear side. Behind this second block of stone, we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta. So it goes 1 stone, so 1 block gap. Then we've got our 2 cyan and then a 1 block gap. From here, we're going to go up, backwards, and down. And that's going to be a 2x2x2 cube of cyan. In the top left corner, we're going to go up 1 using stone, to left, down, and then behind it we place a 2x2 of stone, and that's going to be again another kind of merging cube. And we're going to do that once again, so top left corner, up, to left, down, and then behind place a 2x2 of stone. Above this is going to be a hand/foot. Again, we'll get to that later on in the video. For now, we're just leaving it as the actual endoskeleton itself. So again, that is this nice little foot coming off the side of this leg here. And now what we're going to do is move on to the next stage, which is of course the kind of spine that goes up to the second head. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to come to this area we built earlier, which is of course this cyan terracotta. We come to the back right corner, this cyan here, we're going to place one stone to the left, or up and to the left, and behind it, again, we turn it into a cube by placing a 2x2. Going back round to the front side, we're going to do another kind of up to side, down, and then back kind of job. So back right corner, up to right, down, come around to the rear side, 2x2, and that's our second cube. For the next part, we are... for this one, actually, let me just change that. Slight mistake. So we're going to go up, and it's not going to be a merge. So it's just going to go up, to the right, back, to side, and then up a layer. So again, this one doesn't merge, just to correct that. However, the next one does. So in the top right corner, we go up, to right, down. Behind it, place a 2x2 of stone. And again, you can see, so we've got our 2x2 of stone, another 2x2 of stone, and then a cube that merges into it. So again, apologies for that. But again, I just want to make sure that everyone has that correct. So, that is the third stage. For the fourth and final stage, we're going to go to the back right corner again. We're going to go up 2 to the right, and then double it up. So again, this is going to be another 2x2 cube. However, once again, does not merge with the previous one. This brings us to the actual head. So for the head, what we're going to do is we're going to start off our cyan terracotta. Come to the stone here, we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta and expand 1 block to the left and 1 block to the right. We're then going to bring all 4 blocks, 3 blocks forward, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that will give you a 4x4 platform. Once you've done that, as I said, we're going to leave that there. We'll come back to that in a second later on in the video. But again, that is looking like this so far. So again, if you want to pause, feel free to do so. And then we're going to start working on the final arm, which is at the front right corner. So again, backing up, this is what the statue should look like so far. I know it looks a bit of a mess, but of course, we're dealing with Mangle here, so that is to be expected. So for the final arm, we're going to come to the 2x2 cube here of the cyan, right bang in the middle. So this is the part that we built from earlier, and also the part we've just extended to from the second head. We're going to come to this cyan terracotta second block on the lower layer. We're going to bring it 1 forwards to right, and as you can see, it links in with this cyan terracotta right here, and gives us this curve shape. Underneath it, we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta, and that's going to be a cube. Of course, this you can replace with cyan as you want to, or you could simply just keep it as stone. Either one works, but that's the first step. From here, we're going to merge 2 cubes using cyan. So from the bottom corner, we're going to go forwards to right, backwards, and then a 2x2 underneath. And then again, we're going to do the exact same. So bottom corner, we're going to go forwards to the right, backwards, and underneath place a 2x2. So we have 3 cubes all merged into 1. We're then going to merge 2 stone cubes. So the way we're going to do this is by grabbing our stone. Front corner, forwards to right, backwards, underneath 2x2. And then again, this time we're going to merge it slightly different. So we're going to go down to right and up. As you can see, it merges side on rather than diagonal. And that is that arm. And once again, there's going to be a little foot / hand right there. So with that said, that is the basic endoskeleton complete. Once we've got this, we're now ready to start adding all the feet, all the details, the bow tie, and also eventually the heads. So I'm going to get rid of my arm. Going to give you guys an opportunity to pause. I'm going to do a little fly around of the statue because again, I do appreciate it is an absolute pain to build stuff like this because it doesn't follow standard dimensions. So I'm going to do a little fly around, and again, if you need to pause at any point, please feel free to do so. As I said, once again, that does wrap up the endoskeleton, so once we finish this, we'll move on to the next stage and continue making good progress. Once again, if you are struggling, go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan. If you still, after doing that, have got something that looks really off and you don't know why, feel free to comment down below and I can try and help you as much as possible. So yeah, again, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far, and we shall continue. So let me get my arm back, and then we're going to grab the blocks back into the inventory which we need to start adding the details and the head. So again, just to recap, the blocks you'll need as is following: stone, cyan terracotta, lime terracotta, green terracotta, grey concrete, black concrete, green concrete, quartz stairs, black carpet, and also skeleton skulls, or if you are on PC, just spawn in some plain white skulls. They look a lot better, but of course if you're on Xbox, unless you're modding, or I don't know how else you'd re-get it, you're just going to have to kind of stick with skeleton skulls. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do it in different sections. First off, we're going to add the feet, then we're going to add the head, then a bow tie, and then a second head, the main head. So starting off with the feet, make sure at the front side, we're going to start off with the front left foot, then we're going to go right foot, rear foot, and then the two kind of ones hanging off either side. So again, starting off with this front left corner, what we're going to do is grab ourselves our lime terracotta, and underneath this cyan terracotta here, we're going to do a ring of 4 lime terracotta, so it's a 4x4 square, and again it kind of goes around the edge of the layer underneath the cyan terracotta. And again, if you're at the front side, underneath this, what we're going to do is, starting on the left corner, we're going to place 2 green terracotta, 2 lime, 2 green, 2 lime. So again, that's what it looks like from the front side. We're then going to wrap around the sides by placing 2 lime on each part, and what this will give us is a 4x4x3 area, and that is the front left foot complete. Again, after every single foot, I'll do a little spin around just to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to pause and catch up if necessary, but again, it's pretty self-explanatory, so if you do have any issues still, again, go back in the video. For the second foot, which is going to be the front right corner this time, we're going to go to the cyan terracotta here. This time we're going to be using stone. Same logic applies. We're going to do a perimeter of a 4x4 square of stone, and then we're going to add the details underneath. Going back around to the front side, in the front left corner, we're going to place 2 stone, 2 green terracotta, 2 stone, 2 green terracotta, and then the remaining area is going to be stone, and once again that will be a 4x4x3 area, and that is the front right foot. In terms of the rear foot, exact same as the one we've just built, however it's facing the other way. So you go around to the rear leg here. Once again, our 4x4 square is the first step, so we do a perimeter ring just below the cyan terracotta. Again, make sure you're facing towards the statue at this point, so we're from the rear side facing towards the rear of the statue. Starting on the left corner, we're going to place 2 stone, 2 green terracotta, 2 stone, and 2 green terracotta. The remaining sides is just going to be 3 stone, and again, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. So that's the first 3 feet, or at least the ones that are touching the ground, complete. So we've got front left, front right, and rear center. Again, I'll just go around to the rear one last time, just so you can see it, and again, pause if necessary. So for the next one, we've got 2. We've got the front left one here, and also the front right one. Starting off with the front left one, we'll get that out of the way. We're going to come to the stone here, grabbing our lime terracotta. We're going to place a 4x4 platform of lime terracotta on top of the stone. So we're going to start off with a 2x2, and then we're going to do a ring around the 2x2, and that's going to give us our 4x4. So that's the base layer complete. From here, starting at the front side, we're going to place 1 lime, 2 green, 1 lime. Third layer is going to be 2 lime, 1 green, 1 lime. The remaining sides, we're just going to build up 2 using lime, and then we're going to fill in the middle part again using lime, and that will give us once again our standard foot shape. This time the pattern is just slightly different, so rather than the lines, it is a right angled shape. Again, apart from that, very simple, and we'll move now on to the final foot, which is at this front right corner here, underneath the stone. Once again, we're going to place a 2x2, surround it with a layer. That's going to give us our 4x4. Once again, we are indeed using lime terracotta. Come around to the front side, to the third block, punch it out and replace with green terracotta. Underneath this, we're going to place 1 lime, 2 green, 1 lime. Underneath that, 4 lime. We're then going to go around the sides, building downwards 2, using lime terracotta, all the way around, and fill in the bottom using lime, and that is the final foot complete. So again, if you back up, the statue should now look something like this, as you can see. And yeah, that is all the feet complete. So that leaves us to move on to the next stage now, which is going to be adding the head. So in terms of the first head, of course we've got two. The main one, this one, we're going to work on in a second. For now, we're going to work on the smaller one, the less detailed one. So we come to this right corner here, on this pillar that goes off to the right. Come around to the left side of this 4x4 of cyan terracotta. And we're going to place one cyan, one stone, leave a 1 block gap, and one stone. So again, first layer is 4 cyan, second layer is cyan, stone, 1 block gap, 1 stone. Third layer is going to be 4 cyan terracotta. Next layer is going to be 2 cyan, 1 grey concrete. On top of that, once again, we're going to do 2 cyan, 1 grey concrete. On top of that, we leave a 1 block gap and place 2 cyan terracotta. And that is what it looks like now from the left side of this head. We're then going to go around to the right side and do something extremely similar. So, heading around to the right side, first layer again is 4 cyan terracotta. Second layer, we're going to place 1 stone, leave a 1 block gap, 1 stone, and 1 cyan. Third layer is going to be 4 cyan terracotta. Make sure you don't fill in that gap like I just did there. For the next layer, we're going to leave a 1 block gap. We're going to place 1 black concrete and 2 cyan. And repeat this for a second layer, so that's 1 black concrete, 2 cyan. Final layer is going to be 2 cyan and leave a 1 block gap. So from the right side, again, looks something like this. So once we got that, we'll come around to the front side, and now we have the job of linking everything together in the middle. Starting off with the cyan terracotta at the front, we place 2 in the middle. Ignore this gap here, we're going to leave that empty. Again, that's intentional. For the next part, next is grey concrete, we're going to place 2 grey concrete to the right. Next to the black concrete, we're going to place 2 to the left. Above this, we're going to cap it off with 2 cyan terracotta, and then the front side should look something like this. The final touch would be to grab ourselves a skeleton skull or a white skull if you can spawn one in, and in the bottom left corner of this black concrete, place a skull, and again that's just going to act as a little robotic kind of eye. For the next step, we are going to once again grab our cyan, head round to the rear side of this head here, and fill it all the way up to the top using cyan terracotta. For the final 2 blocks here, fill it in, and then inside the mouth itself, we also need to fill in the roof of the mouth, otherwise it's going to be hollow. And once you've done that, that is this mini little head complete. So again, I'm going to do a little spin around, just so you can pause if necessary. Again, it's pretty simple, so it shouldn't require too much time. But yeah, now once we've done that, we're ready to move on to the next stage, which is the bow tie. So the bow tie being the second to last thing we need to do, of course we still need to build the main head. For the bow tie, we're going to come to the neck on the left. What we do is we come to the area directly below the stone, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 green concrete. In the middle one, we're going to build 1 to the left, and then 4 to the right. So again, it'll give you kind of like a sideways cross shape. From this block here, we're going to go 1 to the left. We're then going to leave a 2 block gap to the right, place 2 green concrete, and underneath the second to last block we're going to go down 1, and that will give us our typical bow tie shape, again out of green concrete. So once you've done that, that is the statue so far. It's pretty much everything complete apart from the head. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'll do a little spin around just to make sure, whoops, I don't want auto jump, I want no arm, chopping my arm off, there we go. So I'll do a little flyby just to make sure everyone has what you can see on screen. Again, any issues, let me know in the comment section down below. So yeah, this is the statue so far. Again, a bit all over the place, a bit of a mess, but that is kind of standard to Mangle, and in this case, Phantom Mangle. So yeah, let me get my arm back, and then we're going to start making some progress on the main head itself. Overall, pretty easy. The 3D effects on it are slightly complicated, but I'll explain that in a second. So, starting off, we're going to come to this neck here. On top of this platform, so it's a 3x2 platform, we're going to place a 3x2 of lime terracotta. What we're then going to do is expand it backwards 1, so it now overhangs the rear side by 1 block, and we're going to expand 3 to the left and also 3 to the right. I said that the wrong way around, but it doesn't really matter. In front of each one, we're going to bring forward 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to go 1 to the left, 4 to the left using black concrete, 2 to the left using lime, and link up with the rear side. And what this is going to give you is an 8x8 square, as you can see. Make sure to fill in the hole gaps in the middle using lime terracotta. Once you've done that, that is the base of the head structure complete. The head is going to be an 8x8 cube. So we've got the front side, left side, right side, and rear side. And we'll worry about adding the 3D effects afterwards. But for now, we're just going to build the actual main head itself. And as I said, we'll get to the 3D effects after we've done that. So we're going to start off with the front side first, the face. We've already got our first layer that consists of 2 lime, 4 black concrete, and 2 lime. Second layer, exact same, is going to be 2 lime, 4 black concrete, and 2 lime. And the third layer is going to be 8 lime terracotta. Fourth layer is going to be 8 green terracotta. On top of this, we're going to do 1 green, 2 black concrete, 2 green, 2 black concrete, 1 green. And we'll repeat the exact same for the next layer. So again, that's 1 green, 2 black concrete, 2 green, 2 black concrete, and 1 green. On top of this, second to last layer is going to be 1 lime, 2 green, 2 lime, 2 green, 1 lime, and then the final layer is 8 blocks of lime. So that's now an 8 by 8 square. Grabbing our skeleton skull, on the left eye, in the bottom right corner, we're going to place a skeleton skull. On the right eye, bottom left corner, and again it should now look something like this. Again, looks a lot better if you do have the white skulls. If you don't, skeleton skulls work just as well. So again, if you want to pause, that is the front side of the face complete. In regards to the other sides, we're essentially just going to build up 7. So we've got our first layer here, we're going to build up 7 lime, and we're going to do this all the way around the perimeter of the head. Again, it's very, very simple, just a case of building, following the outline of this template that we've built, and then we'll loop around to the front side, and that will give us the left, right, and rear side, and it will all be done in one go. So nice and simple. Again, just building up 7 each time and looping all the way around. So once we've done this, as I said, we'll have the left side, which will be an 8 by 8 square of lime, the rear side, 8 by 8 square of lime, and also the right side. And again, I'll back up in a second just to show you what it should look like. So again, it looks like this. We're also going to go ahead and fill in the top using lime. And once we've done that, we're ready to start adding all the details, that being the jaw and also the effects on the sides and the ears. So again, this is what it currently looks like. So we've got front side, we have the left side, we got the rear side, and the right side. So in terms of this jaw, this is where things are slightly more complicated, because the jaw isn't actually just like an extension forwards like the normal jaws. It's actually a 3D effect underneath the face itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the head. On the second layer, we're going to leave 1 block. We're going to place 6 lime terracotta and leave 1 block. Behind this, we're going to place 6 lime terracotta, and behind it, we're going to place 4. In front of it, we place 6, and then in front of that, we're going to place 1 lime, 4 black concrete, and 1 lime. So as you can see, should be a 1 block gap between this lime here and the cyan terracotta, and it goes 4, 6, 6, and then the final 6 is a 1 block extension over the front side of the head. For the next layer of said jaw, we are going to come to the second layer in this part here. We're going to leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to place 4 lime terracotta, 1 block gap. Next layer is going to be 6 lime terracotta. We're going to do another layer of 6, so it goes 4, 6, 6. Next layer, we're going to leave 1 block, do 4, leave a 1 block gap. Next layer is 4. And then the final layer, we're going to place 2 green concrete in the middle, so we leave a 1 block gap, 2 green concrete, 1 block gap. So from below, it should currently look something like this. And again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. I appreciate it does kind of blend together quite well, so if it is difficult to see, I'll go to the side angle, and hopefully that will make it a bit easier. So as you can see, this is what it looks like so far. We've got the bottom side of the jaw. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our quartz stairs, go towards the head, and face away. On either side, we have this block here. We're going to place a quartz stair facing into it. Diagonal, place 2 quartz stairs, exact same on this side. Quartz stair, diagonal, 2 quartz stairs. And on the outer block, this green concrete, we're going to place 1 to the left and 1 to the right. In this area here, we're going to grab ourselves our black carpet, fill it all in using black carpet. It will match with the black concrete right there and just make the inside of the mouth look a bit darker and I guess a bit more realistic. And that is the lower jaw complete. So again, just a little fly around. That is the lower jaw. What we're going to do next is start working on the upper jaw. The way we're going to do this is we are going to come to the bottom left corner here. We're going to go up 1, and we're going to place a 2x2 of green concrete. On the right side, we do the exact same, so 2x2 of green concrete. Then, on the upper corners, so top right on this side, we're going to bring it forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 using green terracotta. And above that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. On the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and above it 1, 2, 3, 4. Linked together in the middle by placing 2 green concrete on this front part, and then the remaining area is just going to be green terracotta. And on the inside of this area here, you can either fill it in with green or you can fill it in with black concrete. It's up to you. Again, feel free to make that decision. Final step for this upper jaw is above the green concrete here, we're going to place 2 black concrete. That's going to act as the nose. Once you've done that, that is the shape of the upper jaw complete. The final thing I guess we can do is add the teeth. The way we're going to do this is go to the rear of the jaw, and we're going to place 4 quartz stairs on either side, upside down, facing towards the front. And in the middle, underneath this green concrete, we're going to have one facing towards the right and one facing towards the left. And that is the upper jaw, and that is the mouth complete. So again, just a little spin around so that you know what it looks like. And then we can move on to the next step, which is the 3D effects on the sides. So in terms of the 3D effects on the sides, what I mean by this is we're going to add a bit more shape. We're going to add some 3D effects, one on the front left, one on the front right. And again, it's kind of going to act as almost like fur sticking out the side of the face, just to give the face a bit more shape so it's not flat at the sides. So using our lime terracotta, we're going to come to the left side. Right next to this green concrete here, we're going to place a 2x2 of lime. On the lower layer, we're going to bring it forwards 1. Second layer, we're going to bring it forwards 2. Above this, we're going to place 1. So essentially, it goes 2, 3, 1 out the side, and it looks like that. On the right side, we do the exact same. So next to the green concrete, 2, then 3, and then 1. And again, if I go around to the front side now, it should look something like this. And you see, it just adds a bunch more shape to the actual head, which makes it look a lot more interesting. The next 3D effect we're going to add is going to be on the right side only. It's a very simple, just wire coming out the side of the head. So we come to the right side, come to the top left corner, go down diagonal, place a black concrete, and then 1 black concrete out diagonal like so. So 2 blocks in total, and again, that's only on the right side. And that leaves us with one final thing to do, which is, of course, the ears. And what we're going to do for the ears is simply grab ourselves our lime, go to the front left corner of the head, leave a 1 block gap, place 2 lime. Do the exact same on the right side, so 1 block gap, 2 lime. Going back to the left side, what we're going to do is on the front layer, we're going to go 2 to left using green, 1 lime. Above this, we place 1 lime, 2 green, 1 lime, and above that, we place 3 lime and a 1 block gap. Underneath it, we leave a 1 block gap, place 2 lime, and that is the left ear. We're going to go around to the rear side and double it up. However, where there's green, we just use lime, so it's just a solid 1 color shape. So again, the ear is now 2 blocks thick. We're going to repeat this on the right side, just mirrored. So starting on the front layer, we go 2 to right using green, 1 lime. Above this, 1 lime, 2 green, 1 lime. Next layer is going to leave a 1 block gap, place 3 lime. Underneath it, 2 lime. And then we're going to double it up on the rear side, again using our lime terracotta. And yeah, with that said and done, that wraps up the tutorial. So once you've done that, that is the head complete. Most importantly, that is your statue complete. So you now have yourselves your very own Phantom Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's number 3. So again, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be very much appreciated. Whilst I waffle, I'm going to do a little fly around of the head just to make sure that everyone has everything looking great. But yeah, if you did enjoy, like very much appreciated. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications if you actually want to get notified every time I upload. If you don't trust YouTube, frankly, I don't blame you. Follow me on Twitter at GummyBearGames. I tweet every time I upload, and I also interact there with you guys quite directly. Alternatively, if you want to come join my Minecraft server, that is tantonetwork.com. Once again, the IP is tantonetwork.com. That will all be in the description. We also have a Discord, so again, if you want to hang out with myself and also the builders on the server, that is the place to be. It's free to play, and again, that's Minecraft PC 1.12. So yeah, apart from that, again, credit where credit is due. I believe this was designed by RedXPhones and Deadpool, so again, really awesome job by them. I'll leave that information down in the description below. And yeah, also leave a comment saying what you want to see on the channel in the near future. And if you haven't already, check out the Mangle tutorial, which I did a week ago, which is very, very similar. It's just using the original FNAF 2 Mangle design. But yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's
alive.